So I've took the casing to work, put it in the parts washer. It's come out quite well. You can see the light in there. Lovely and clean. So now all we've got to do, clean these dowels. I've already started cleaning the dowels up, just so it fits nice and snug into the gearbox rather than it being seized. So that's there. So the dowels have actually come out slightly as I've knocked this casing off. And because they were so seized, you'll need to, especially that one, because it's only a thin piece of aluminium, you need to push them from both sides. So what I'm going to do is put it in the vise and use it as a clamp to push that dowel back in, because even with a rubber mallet or copper mallet, if I start hitting that, I'm likely to snap the lug off. So just a bit of a tip there for that, because I've done that before. Didn't go down very well, I'll be honest. But I was an apprentice then, so you live and learn. There we go. Just a tiny bit more. Oh, horrible noise. Near enough flush up. And that one's going to be a bit of a pain. But we could probably strike that one because it's a big piece, so that's not going to break. As long as you've got, it's going to go through that. So, I remembered my copper hammer this time. There we go. Do the change in tone, that means it's gone all the way down. Right, this is now ready to be fitted back on to the gearbox. So when I was taking the bolts out the casing, there was 2 bolts that started picking up as they was coming out, and it was these 2 here. And now these, you can actually see straight through them. So muck gets behind and starts clogging up the threads. Now when a bolt does pick up, especially with aluminium, it's better to work it in and work it out. Only half a turn or a turn. But they was getting stupid tight as they was coming out. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I need to clean the threads up. I don't think it's going to be too bad. I don't think I'll need to helicoil it. But I marked the 2 bolts. I don't know if the camera will be able to focus on it. If you look, let's have a look. Come on, focus. There, right on the end of the thread, you'll see it's got a little bit of aluminium inside it. So we'll got a tap and die set. We'll just clean these threads up before we refit it. Alright, where's the bolts gone? There we are. So these bolts are 8mm by 1.25 thread. So that's for cleaning the threads on the gearbox out. Oh, he says. That one. And this one is for cleaning the threads up on the bolt. So all we're doing, well, anyway, that, focus, focus, focus. That will run down the bolt. It will take that lump of aluminium that's clogging the threads out. See how it's picked up, on and off. Bit of lubricant. There you go. That's focusing. So you can see how clean the threads are now. So that's one. That's definitely the bolt because I mixed it up when I took it out. Bolt number 2. For the sake of the 5 minutes it takes, it's definitely worth it, because if you damage the threads and it doesn't tighten up, that might cause problems later. So that one's not as bad as the other one. Go. So you can see now. Come on. There we go. Lovely clean threads. Just get the tap. I've got a tool, but I can't get it because of the output shaft now. That's one. Not bad, now I feel that. There we go. That's alright. Nicely in. There we go. Easily wound in by hand. Right, they were just before I put all the bolts in. The ones that are capped at the end, I just give them a quick blowout, so if there's any penetrating fluid or any muck in them, it's not going to stop the bolt from going down. Just in the dowels as well. Alright, goes all the way through. All I'm doing, a bit of copper grease, just to smear a little bit around the dowels, and smeared some on the thread of the bolts too. Place that on there. Enough in. Just tap it down with a rubber mallet. our way down. Put these two in the back. Because they were the problem bolts, they can go back where they came from. Always do it opposite as well. Definitely know it's down square. It's just good practice, that's all. Right. That's now ready to be put back on the transfer box. But there's a prop shaft seal and the output shaft seal I need to do. So the front prop shaft seal just started leaking before I took it all to bits. It was actually leaking from inside the bolt area rather than around the edge. So where I got my seals from, I mentioned it to them and they said, oh yeah, what you've got to do is you've got to take the unit off, replace the seal, and when you put the unit on, just put a bit of silicone on the shaft. Now, I'm not a big fan of using silicone on something like this, but if that's what they say, then we'll take it apart anyway and have a look. I'm guessing there's a circlip there, and also a bolt here, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, that went very tight. A bit tighter than that. Oh, here we are. Look. What's that? Don't know what to make of that. A foam gasket. Anyway, so that's the seal. I'll just check if it's the right one actually. So that's the right seal. Tap that in, I'll find a socket to fit that. Seal puller. There we go. So get in there. Oh, all good. Okay. So after that attempt failed drastically, I'll just fix it, or I'll just make it. Put a bolt straight through the back of it. It's the first time I've used that puller too. There we go. More tougher than I thought it was going to be. let's try again. A new improved puller. Wow, that's tight. There we go. Ah, easy. So, new seal. Just put a bit of oil around it. Where's my cloth gone? Right. Just started hitting the end now. Right, let's go and see if I can find something else. So actually, I'm just going to use the old seal with a spacer, just to push the new one just that bit further. Any further. New improved tool. On the other one. And that's in. That's in. New socket on. There we go. That's in. Right. So, oh, I can't get out now. Oh, there we go. Right. So, only a thin. I'll do. Just spread it round. As I say, I don't like doing this, but Land Rover place, service and repair and parts that told me to do it, so I'll give it a go. It's in there. Wash it. Nut. And that's that. Just like set, and we can only see if it seals when we've got it back together and back on the road. Last seal, the output shaft. Right, we're all in bits. It seems definite to do them. That's the right one. 52mm again. It's perfect. So just get a bit of grease. Thin smear of grease around the edge. Just push that if I pushed it hard enough. Perfect.